Hey, that works.
on those drops. So it was great. It was easy
Good.
to do.
Hello, all. How you doing?
Howdy,
Hello.
Good.
Nice hat.
Fine.
Oh, thank you.
Dawn. I have a question for the beverage class. Where are the recorded classes? I see the photos, but you record them, right?
Yeah.
How come I can't find them?
Okay. Let's go to the home page. Which one you looking for? Last week?
Yeah, the black bottles.
Black bottles? It's a while for them to come in. This page. Come on, stuff. Come in. Come in.
If you mean to share, you're not sharing.
Oh, sorry. Why it's taking so long to load.
Yeah, I saw the photos from class, but I didn't see the videos. They're at the bottom?
Good grief. What in the world is going on? Is this happening to you guys? This page taking forever?
Mm, not really.
Not that I've noticed, no.
Not that long. It takes a little bit to populate. It could just be your internet. But you normally post the videos at the bottom, correct?
Yeah, but they're not that nothing's coming in. This page is loading so slowly.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't think they posted.
Come on.
That's okay. Just
Oh, this is
they're supposed to be on the bottom of the page or the top of the page. That's all I need to know.
I can't remember where I put them.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Don't worry about it. Move on to
Kayla,
class.
which ones
Well,
are yours? I was able to load it.
so no
Yeah.
one can find them on this page?
Which ones are yours, Michaela?
My photos aren't on there because I didn't do the black bottle assignment yet. So I just wanted to watch the reviews of everybody else. And I see the photos posted, but I didn't see the video. And I
Yeah,
didn't know if they were posted someplace else other than on this page.
I don't see the video either.
I
This
don't.
copy is not coming through. I think they might be in this copy block, but I don't remember.
My whole page is loaded. I just didn't see the videos. So if you could read
No, there's
them.
no video at the bottom.
no. Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I posted them. I know I posted them. I posted them on the wrong
I'm sure
page.
you did. Welcome to my world. I post things, send emails.
This is crazy. It still hasn't loaded. Mm. Well,
Well, that's okay. We can move on to class.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Maybe my server, because the new page isn't loading. Nothing's loading from that server. Let me try my lighting essentials page.
It's loading. It's just loading slowly.
This page isn't loading at all.
Hmm.
Lighting essentials is not coming in either.
There it is.
Hmm.
Okay, that's crazy.
Sorry, it's probably me.
No, it's not you. I loaded them. I remembered loading them. I absolutely remember loading them.
Hmm.
And they should be right here at the top of this stack of pictures. Should be right here. It's old after a while. It's my server. Look at everything's loading like crap. All right. Okay. Well, figure it out. I didn't load them on the wrong one, did I? Somebody want to go back to 4 and see if I put 2 sets of videos up on 4?
I'll
Oh,
have a
maybe
look.
that's it.
I got
I'm
it.
gonna look at that.
All right. Where's Lee? Lee here? No. That's a nice shot, Lee. That
no,
red
I
on
think
red is
she
really nice.
mentioned last week that she was going to be gone or
Yeah,
something.
I thought she was going to still make the meeting. She said she wouldn't be able to put them up, but maybe she's coming Saturday. This is really good, but when you put red against red, you've got to delineate those caps somehow, folks. You could put a shine on them, put a shadow on them. We can't let the red caps blend into the red. Everything else on here is really, really nice. But that's okay, because I think that shot is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
What's one little thing that you would do to make it perfect?
I would make the bottom of the box red as well,
There you go. Nailed it.
or
That little,
black.
that little bottom of the box. I don't think I'd
You've
make
only
it
got
black
the week
because if it
4
was black, it's
videos
going to
on.
compete with the
Oh
soda.
yeah, with the Coke. Okay,
So
so
if it's
blend it
red,
in there.
it's almost not even going to show up down there as red. You know, be very hard to see it if it was red. And see how the caps stick out nicely? Although my
Mm-hmm.
red circles on red background don't work very well. As you can see, they all pop nicely.
Mhm.
Possibly a kicker light from back here to put a highlight on this edge
Mhm.
right here, possibly. But everything else looks really nice. Look, the Coke logos look nice. That Coke bottle looks nice. Um, the highlights on the bottles look really nice. That's well done. That'd make you want to buy a 6-pack of Coke.
Yeah.
Just for Christmas.
Yeah.
All right.
Shiner Bock.
Who's this?
That's mine.
Livia?
No,
Becky.
that-
Becky.
Okay, Becky.
Oh, it's so cool. It looks so crisp and so sharp
It
and
really is nice,
it's
Becky.
like you want to go grab a bottle from there now.
What is that thing in the middle of your highlight?
Yeah,
Probably the stand.
it's the stand. I had the on on the left side I had just a strip box. On the right side I had an octabox, and I guess the octabox was like the stand was in front of the octabox. So I should have just had a strip light on each side, and then you wouldn't see the
Yeah.
line,
Yeah.
the stick.
So go in and take that out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just heal it. Use the healing brush and rip that thing out. Looks
Okay.
good. I like the way you got your labels right here. This SSS. We got the RR. That bottle should be turned a little bit more. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
So we can see the R there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And if it's not set up and you can't do it, just grab this right here and move it back.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
Cheat.
Yeah.
No one will know.
That looks really good. Oh, look at that. Your
What?
top label's correct.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even
Oh, it's the
see.
labeling. It's the label problem with the beer.
Yeah, I didn't even. I was so busy looking at the top, I didn't even see the bottom. So yeah,
Oh my God.
All these are like machine labels. Like
they
ain't
were. It
nobody
was crooked.
Oh,
making them the right way.
Yeah,
that sucks. You'd have to buy like 60 bottles of beer to get.
just to get them right. Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's Shiner Bock, so there's nothing really wrong with 60 bottles of Shiner Bock. I mean,
No, nope.
no, not at all. Or as we like to call it, Tuesday. Nice. Really nice. Your highlights work very well. Pulls that label off. The label looks good all the way through. Maybe you want to hit it with a little Vivasa right there, but maybe not. I don't think it's killing the shot. I think it looks very, very good. Yeah, cool.
you.
Is that what is it? Bricks back there? Okay.
It's it's one of those replica stands,
Okay.
replica backdrops.
Yeah. And your lens is a 50 or a 35?
That I did. I think I did that one with 28-70, but I had it set at 50.
50? Okay.
Yeah.
That
Because I
works
remember
out.
you just talked about it. See, that's the
Yep.
little stick, and it showed up. If I'd had the strip box, it would have shown.
Yes. Or what you could do is just put a black card on this
Yeah.
color we can see here. A black card on this coming out like this and block off that part of the softbox. Then you'd have just the softbox line going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I did put a little white card down in front you can see
Mm-hmm.
the label,
Yep.
and I still had to fix it and post a little bit, but maybe I should have done more.
Yep. You could also take this area, this space right here, and put two tall cards right there too.
Oh,
White
okay.
cards. That would give you another highlight down the bottle, but it would also fill out your label real well.
Okay.
One of the things about doing all this is, it's your decision on how to go. There's no right way to do it. There's a
Mhm.
million wrong ways to do it. The right way is, does it look good?
Yeah.
And you're almost there, pretty damn good. And all you got to do is, take out those bars and you got perfect portfolio shot.
Okay.
And this isn't easy to do. Did y'all discover shooting a six-pack is not easy? You think, well, who in the world would, it's a six-pack. Who cares, right? It's not easy, is it? It's a pain in the butt.
I had them lined up like when you're playing pool, and the balls kept getting separate. I had to squish them back together, and
I think you did a nice job on it.
Yeah.
Well done. There you go.
There's the case.
Nice little subtle highlights here. You turned all your labels. Look at you.
I tried.
You see a little voice ringing in your head. Turn the labels.
Yep.
Turn the labels. Yeah.
Labels.
Yeah, you got a little bit bright gradient here on the side. That looks good. The box looks good. Everything looks good.
Well,
Looks
thank you.
really good. I think we can see this. This is where I would use a spray.
Okay.
I'd use a spray light here or something just to lighten up the back, right, or like right around here.
Okay.
Just not one that maybe not even a spray that we see as a spray. maybe just a little bit of light coming up so that the bottle, the six pack sits in front. Because when we put light behind something, it gives us dimension.
Okay.
Just a little bit of lighting. You could probably grab the beer bottles, move them to a new layer, and just subtly light this. Just, like with your dodging wand.
Yeah.
Just very subtly with a big round dodging wand. Just touch it in the back, maybe 3 times. Just a little bit will make a difference.
Okay.
Very nice, nicely done.
Thank you.
Same bottles?
Same bottles, but I did I have a Lightroom filter, so a preset, so I was playing with that too. Just trying to.
Okay, I like the preset. I think it looks good, but I don't think Shiner Bock will like it because it's not
No.
what the bottles look like.
Right.
Yeah. But
I
I
just
I
like-
like it. I mean, I like it a lot. You don't want to put this in your portfolio
No.
that you would show to any kind of ad agency, but showing it around to small businesses wouldn't be a problem at all.
Okay.
But an ad agency would absolutely insist on that gold being that gold. It's important.
Yeah.
Well done.
All right. Thank you.
And whose was this?
These are mine.
Oh,
Like the mist on the bottle.
that's a nice little trick there, putting the bottle next to the box. That's cool. We need to bring the box up a little bit, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, Get this Corona come up a little bit. This one maybe. Yeah. This is a good one to show you what I mean.
I had trouble with the little circle label,
This one here.
the La Cerveza Más Fina in the
Mhm.
middle.
Let me share this real quick. You use Photoshop?
Really Lightroom. I don't, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to go into the Lightroom um, camera raw filter. I'm going to grab a radial gradient. And I'm going to bump that exposure up just. Highlights up, bring the whites up a little bit. I'm going to grab another radial brush. And then we come back here to this bottle. We do the same thing. We bring the exposure up just a little. Oh, that's about all we need there, don't you think?
Mhm.
About all we need to bring the whites up just a little bit. Look at that. Starts to sparkle. And those mid-tones with the shadows. And there we go. Let's go back to this brush here and pull those shadows up. Mid-tones. There it is. See, that gives it a little bit more life.
Mhm.
Yeah, it pops off the page.
Yep. All right,
Yep.
very good.
You said there's a camera raw filter. Where is that? Is it under?
In Photoshop, here, go to filters
Oh, okay. I was in
and
Lightroom.
then
Never mind.
the camera raw. Yeah, in Lightroom is camera raw. So it's the
Oh,
same
okay, yeah.
thing that I did in Lightroom.
Okay.
All right. All right, come on. Reshare, reshare. Yeah, and you've got your white card behind your bottle and everything here. It's a little bit crooked. Fix the crooked.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's what how did you put the white behind the beer bottle?
I glued it on. I mean, not glued it, but I used like a double-sided sticky tape.
Okay, oh, you put it right on the bottle.
Hmm.
Okay. Good. That looks good. Might need a little catch light from this side right here,
Yep.
but the bottle looks good. Everything looks pretty nice in there. Just a little bit crooked.
I like the lime that's like a crescent moon.
Yeah, the crescent moon is fun.
Uh,
Lighting here. Okay. Yeah, from back here, like a speed light, and make a snoot out of aluminum foil. So it's about the same distance around as a pencil, you know. Tape it
uh-huh.
around your flash, make that little pencil hole coming out of the front, and shine it right on the cap, right there.
Oh, okay.
And that will give motivated lighting because what it will say to the brain is the moon is lighting up the cap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And straighten it up.
Yep.
All right, quite good. Really good.
Thank you.
Lael.
Yeah, those are mine, Don.
Nice color, Lael.
Thanks.
Orange on blue is perfect.
Yeah, I got a little carried away.
Nothing wrong with that.
Thanks.
Very sunny.
I kind of like this light thing that you're doing, multiple light sources, multiple shadows. I like this, the way the light's doing the oranges here. Now, what's happening here? This is where I would do the same thing I just showed you with that radial gradient.
All right.
Just pull those labels up just a little bit,
Okay.
kind of like it's got a light on them.
Okay.
Because these are sparkly. See how sparkly they are?
Yeah.
These aren't sparkly, but if we put a gradient on them, they'll sparkle.
Little sparkle. Got it.
Oh, there we go. That's nice too. What is that drink?
That is so they make sodas. They've been doing it. They're about 30 miles outside of Houston, a little bitty town. And they make this is supposed to be dreamsicle. They make a coconut. It's all kind of flavorful. It's they're really good if you like that sort of thing. I tasted one, taste a little bit of it. Get it for my grandkids. They like it.
Oh, okay. So it's a soda?
Yeah, yeah. So second generation, maybe third generation doing it. They almost went belly up a few years ago, and then I guess the youngest grandson kind of came in, and they're doing pretty well. HEB.
Very nice. Oh, there you go.
Look for that.
That's nice.
Thanks. I tried to do a float, and I just couldn't get the. It just made a big mess. I needed to make ice cream instead of use ice cream. Make some fake ice cream so it didn't overflow and make a huge mess.
Oh, you wanted to make like a beverage, like a float thing?
Yeah, yeah, that was the intent in that glass was to make a float, and I shot that. I went through a couple of glasses, and like I said, spent a lot of time cleaning up. Started over.
Yeah, that's part of the deal, yeah.
Yep. So
Nice. You even pull those white caps off the background. Nicely done. So you got a big, tall, big light up on top and some strips on the side.
So I have yeah, basically I have it's all pretty much all hard light. I have the octabox on the top and then every just bare bulbs on the side or off to the side and speed lights. I used every light I had, so
Do you modify your speed lights? You keep them pretty much just
I had them the ones I had snoots and then I had one just shooting straight down in the back onto the blue vinyl on my
okay.
so
It looks good.
thanks. Yeah, I decided I just wanted to do hard light if I could for all of it.
Why it's
You and me, brother.
you do it pretty well there. And
Thanks.
those little shadows give you nice dimension to play with, you know? It's a little bit retro and it's a little bit super modern. And that's what I like about it.
Well, thanks.
It also like you're developing a style here that you don't see a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll.
There you go. There you go. The shadow. Who knows? The
I
shadow knows.
I went for whimsical. And like Lyle, I went for hard light.
Yep.
Unapologetic. Zero diffusion hard light.
Yep. Great use of two color backgrounds. That's very clever with the hand. Really clever.
It looked flat, like just with either one. So I'm like, well, these kind of look cool together and sort of match the branding. So
Yeah,
figured why not?
absolutely. I think it's absolutely perfect that you put this whole orange over here and over here, just kind of closed in the whole thing with the intact oranges. San Pellegrino orange juice. Is it orange juice or just orange flavored water?
It's orange juice. Actually, I when I drank it, because like the usual orange juices, they taste overly sweet. This tastes a little bit bitter, which tells me that's like real orange in there. And it actually has, like the natural sugars, because orange naturally is not overly sweet, and it tastes just like a little bit bitter. So I don't know if it's artificial flavor or whatever it is, but they like nailed the actual orange taste. Like it does not taste artificial at all.
That's good. That's cool. I like that. I like it a
Thank
lot.
you.
I like this little modern look that you've got with your lighting.
Yeah, the only thing that I did was place that gold card on the side, just open up that shadow. Other than that, I said, okay, we're gonna go bare, no diffusion whatsoever.
Now, if I had been on set, I would have done something a little bit different. Just a little bit. I would have
Okay.
had this line running straight up right here, straight up, and put that
Oh
blue
yeah, that's
intersecting that corner there.
initially that was my thought, but it
Yeah.
was
It's and
Mission
because
Impossible.
the center of your lens is here,
Yeah,
you would have to actually twist your paper just a little bit. It would have to be
yeah.
angled to get that straight up. I think if you do that, if you reshoot it and do that, it'll give you that one more little twist of reality that you're going for because it won't seem right in our eyes. We're like, what is going on? Okay.
Okay.
And what lens did you use for this? 50?
I think it was an 85.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this particular one was 85. And then
Okay.
when I switched the set to do the wet and I put them in my little tray, that's when I switched to 50.
Okay.
But this is 85.
Okay. Good. Yeah. I think that'll be really kind of cool, actually. Really do.
And I think I have like two more flavors, so I can switch the background to just like a different color.
Mhm. Peach Bellini,
This one's mine, Levia's.
Levia. Okay.
Yes.
I can't believe they make a peach Bellini like an actual. Is it actual like? Does it have alcohol? Have you tasted it?
I
'Cause
haven't
peach
tasted
Bellini is
it.
very good.
I think it is. I think it is alcohol. I just haven't tasted it yet. So
Oh yeah, it is alcohol.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Seagram's, it's
Now
alcohol.
I gotta go
It's
find
Seagram's.
it because
Yes,
this
yes.
is peach Bellinis are amazing.
So
Okay. We're in Photoshop.
okay,
We normally do this in Lightroom, but in Photoshop, we're going to go up. We're going to take it back into basically Lightroom, but in on here it's Camera Raw filter.
okay,
So
okay,
we need a little bit more pop.
okay,
So I'm going to hold the shift, the option key down. I'm sorry, the option key. I'm going to drag this. Do you see where I'm doing it?
okay. Yes.
No, the white. I'm sorry, I grabbed the black one. The white one. I'm going to move it to the right until I start to see the whites. See the little
Okay.
blues? That's the
Yeah.
brightest part of the image. When I pop it
Okay.
up,
Okay.
with the blacks, I'm going to move the blacks up just as well, and I'm going to move the contrast up just a little bit,
Okay.
the exposure up just a little bit, and then I'm going to
Okay.
put a filter on this thing here. And I might do this in pull it up just a little more, right? Just about like that. And I'm going to
Okay.
take that and watch the label pop.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Boom.
Okay. Yes. I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so good that I prefer, and I think you all prefer to use the cards and everything to get it right. But you can put a lot of fill back into your packaging and labels with the Lightroom
Okay.
or Camera Raw, whichever. Lightroom is better because you're in the raw file. When you're in
Okay.
Photoshop and you go into Camera Raw from a Photoshop file, it's still a TIFF or a PSD file. It's not a
Okay.
raw file. So you do have some limited stuff, but I think that looks pretty good.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Alrighty. Let's see.
All right.
All right.
Okay. And then there's
See?
that one.
Got this one a little bit brighter.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What is this? A hook?
It's part of the when I went to the store and I found those peaches, that one had a half dead leaf with that twig hanging off of it.
Oh,
So
okay. That's
I
cool.
grabbed it and when I took I took that bottle out and then I put a jar inside and laid that peach on top and that twig reached up and grabbed that jar by the neck. So I thought,
Okay.
okay,
Yep. It got a
because I
little
thought if it needs
distortion
to
to
come
it
out,
here.
it's easy to do. But
Yep. The light, again, we could just lighten that up a little bit. It's got a little bit of distortion.
yes, well, because I distorted the box when I put the jar in. It was a little bit bigger than the bottle.
Okay, so but yeah, see the bottle's going that way.
Yes.
That bottle's going up. This you can fix in Lightroom.
Okay.
You can hit. I would try the auto. Just hit auto
Oh,
on the. I can't remember the name of the.
but transform.
I
Yeah,
think it's called lens distortion, actually.
it might be some lens distortion. Do you apply your lens to the lenses?
You know, I didn't on this. Oh, most of the time I do, and I just didn't on this.
Okay.
But I could do that.
Yeah. I'd do that and see what
Okay.
you come up with. So
Okay.
here's your lighting. You got a big box here. You got a couple of cards.
Yes.
And those little cards just laying down to give you some light on the label, right?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
These aren't bad. These just need a little bit of work. They look pretty good.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Nicely done. And
Good.
you got what? You have a card behind this one?
No, I
No?
don't.
Okay,
No.
so it's just the light background is saving you there. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Very good. Very, very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Martinis in a can.
Oh wow.
Espresso martinis.
Okay. What?
There's
It's
like lots of
coffee or
things that I wanna try and find.
Just I'm not tasting olive and coffee. Mm-mm.
There's
Okay.
no olive required.
What's that?
Yeah,
Just the
no
coffee.
olive required.
Okay, whose is this? Oh, Mildred.
Mildred's.
Mildred. So what does it taste like, Mildred?
I have no clue, Don. I don't know.
Mildred's going, I ain't drinking that shit.
Yeah, that's about what I said.
Well, my roommate loves espresso martinis and he makes them all the time.
Really? So
Beautiful can. Great,
Yeah.
yeah,
great
yeah,
branding.
the cans what got me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice branding. You see how Mildred uses that little tiny backlight back here?
Mhm.
That was what that bottle cap was missing. That's what Lee's bottle caps were missing. That one more squeezed light, because it's not even coming all the way to the bottom of the can. It's just grabbing that edge right there and not letting that edge disappear into the darkness. And that gives dimension to these bottles or cans.
Yeah.
Very, very good there.
That's the lighting from last week.
Same lighting as last week, you say?
Yeah, using this light on the back, just like we did just like you said, for
So
the
it's
black bottles.
yep. So it's dark field lighting. And then you
No,
control.
it's not. No, it's not. It's not dark field. I just
Nope.
said that the light coming from the back is just like what they did with the bottles last week.
Oh, okay. That's cool. What is this doing? Just blocking the light off the bottom.
I was trying to, yeah, block the light off the bottom because it kept spilling in, and also have, um, I have a grid inside that, the mod, yeah, that doohickey thing right there. I have a grid inside that as well,
Got
just
it.
to keep the light from, hitting the back.
Okay. And then this
Yeah.
is just sort of just zipping.
Yeah, that's just getting the highlight on those cans on the back.
Very cool. Go back and look at the shot.
Hmm.
I love this labeling.
It's really nice. The can's really, really pretty.
I like those colors, that chocolate brown and the gold.
Hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, the can's really nice. What's inside, I don't know, but
So
the can sold me.
so Michaela, your friend who makes these,
Yeah, my housemate.
what does it taste like? Is it coffee and gin?
Yep.
Really?
It's like imagine another coffee drink, like I don't know, like a Kahlua and cream. Usually they put a little bit of milk in it too, or cream.
Okay.
The gin with a little bit of cream and coffee.
Well, the gin and the coffee, now that I think of it, doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, you don't taste the gin really. You just basically taste the alcohol and get the buzz from the gin.
Oh, so it's the kind of God help you type drink. If you have too
Exactly.
many,
Yeah.
if you
My
have too
mother had
many, you
one.
just don't really remember
It's
how
a
many
pick
you
me
had.
up. It's when you've had too many drinks for the night. You need a little like, let's go.
It's
My
like when
89-year-old mother, we
you
went out
don't
to
know that you order
dinner.
Long Island iced tea and you think you're getting tea, but
Yeah.
instead like 8 kinds of alcohol.
Did you say your mother drinks it, Leo?
But we went out to dinner last weekend. She's 89 years old. And for dessert, she had one. I had to help her out.
I mean, like,
It's my kind of gal.
And what'd you think?
What did I think? I thought she shouldn't have been drinking it.
Why? She's 89. How many more
I
lives?
know exactly.
How
Well,
many
the bad
more
thing is
pleasures can she enjoy before she leaves this planet?
well, she usually drinks champagne, and she decided she wanted one of those for dessert, so that was fine.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm watching what I eat, but if I make it to 90, all bets are off.
Well, you only need to go to life expectancy, Don, and then go from there.
My mom just turned 91 in April. She's doing
oh
great.
my gosh,
That's great.
Yeah.
that's
My dad just
amazing.
turned, my dad just turned 90, so yeah.
Holy smokes.
I have every intention of getting there.
Good. Get beyond it.
Hey, so I have a question. Mildred, it looks like your camera's just floating in air there.
Yeah, that's how she does it. She levitates the camera.
That's what I thought.
Puts her hand out there, the camera just does whatever she wants.
That's funny.
Like,
What is that?
I usually shoot handheld.
oh, it's sitting on the
Where's your
board.
hand?
It's sitting on the board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
sitting on.
What is that thing underneath on the right side on the little clamp thing? What is that?
Black
I don't.
cinefoil, I think.
What is it?
It's cinefoil. It's like black
Oh yeah,
matte
it is. Is that
cinefoil.
right? It's like a
Like
black aluminum foil.
cinema
It's
foil
very
or whatever.
Yeah, it's a sheet and it doesn't rip. So you can flatten it out and fold it up and make snoots out of it.
Oh, what's it called?
Cinefoil.
Cinefoil.
Cinefoil. Cinefoil.
Okay.
yeah. It comes in really handy. You can do all kinds of things with it.
Yep, it does indeed. Oh, and we're back to Lee's? Oh, okay. All right, I wanted to.
Here you go, Becky.
Oh, thank you.
It's in the chat.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, I'm going to send something here and ask a favor of you guys. This, where is it? Alex Hermosi, do y'all know the name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
he's got a new book coming out and it's going to be free. And he's got this great big launch party planned. And
Okay.
I just put the link in the chat. I would love it if you would go and sign up. I don't care if you go. I hope you go.
Yeah, I
But
signed up
there's
for it already.
if I get 10 people to sign up, then I get a copy of the recording. And that's all I'm
Okay.
trying to do is get a copy of the recording because I may not be here on the 16th. So I would appreciate it if you do that. And I think it would be a really good place to go. Really good thing to see. Look, I think he's kind of the internet guru, pompous and all that crap. But he's
Tony Robbins 3.0.
no, he's not greasy like Tony. Tony's a shyster.
I don't know if he's a shyster. He's
I
just
know
a
Tony
cheerleader.
Robbins. I know Tony Robbins.
Tony is his own league of assholes.
I've
Like
I've
nobody
met
compares
Tony
to him.
Robbins and worked on a project with Tony Robbins. He is money driven, literally money driven. He's not as bad as Grant Cardone, but Tony doesn't have any problem looking out at a grandmother telling her to use her MasterCard to buy a $4,000 weekend retreat.
Wow.
He has no problem doing that.
Yeah, and then there's no substance to the work. It's all cheerleading, rah rah, pump you up without any like solid business info behind it.
It's standard fare. I mean, when you get there, and I'm kind of, I studied NLP, and I studied NLP with Tony Robbins, and I studied NLP with another psychiatrist, psychologist, I guess it was. And so when you go to that,
What's NLP? Neuro
Neuro-linguistic
linguistic
programming.
pathways
yeah.
programming.
So when you go there, you can see NLP. When you know it, you can see it happening.
Right.
They are getting you, even if you're immune to it, by halfway through the thing, you're like jumping up, you know. You can't, it's perfectly done.
Yeah.
Perfectly done.
Well,
You think, well, it's a rah-rah thing, but believe me, every note in those presentations is planned. Every raw is planned. Every misstep where he makes, a little fun of himself, that self-deprecating humor, is planned. It is a script, and they are good at it. And after 2 days of it, you're sitting there ready to write $10,000 check to go to the next level.
yeah. And then just do it all over again.
Yeah.
So
And when
I
you get out,
studied
there's nothing, you have nothing.
I studied NLP with Grindler in Santa Cruz.
Who?
With the person who Grindler and Bandler are the two people who
Oh, yeah,
created
yeah, okay.
it.
Yeah.
And it was never meant to be a manipulation tool. It
No.
was meant to be an observation and understand behavior and learning.
It,
And yet, people who lead seminars have taken that information and masterfully manipulated it to get you to do things.
very, very masterfully. They are very damn good at it. And so, but it is very valuable. In a nutshell, the part that I studied the most was there's three types of people out there who learn. Three types of way of learning. One is oral, one is visual, and one is kinesthetic. And people will they'll tell you to your face what they are by the words that they use. They'll say, I don't hear what you're saying. Yeah, that sounds like an oral person. They want to hear you say what you need to say. Other people say, I can't see it. I know what you're saying, but I just can't see it. Yeah, they're telling you they're visual. And other people will say, I just can't wrap my arms around this idea. Yeah, they want to wrap their arms around it. And if you're teaching something or you're trying to explain something and you're doing it visually and they're an oral person, you've got to disconnect. You're like banging like this. You've got to know what they're doing. There's other parts to it, like modeling. If you know, how, you match the tone of the person you're talking to and stuff like that. But that gets into the manipulation thing.
Manipulation part. Yeah. I think the modeling part came out of the idea that we have motor neurons and subconsciously we already mirror other people's neurons and we could tap in to understand their location. But then you can also use it for feelings. So that's where it became manipulative.
Yep. Yep. It's terribly it's terribly manipulative in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
And in the wrong hands would be Tony Robbins. So I worked with Zig Ziglar. I did cover stuff with
really?
Zig. Yeah.
Amazing.
Really super nice guy. But Zig walked the walk.
He did. And Tony's first work was Zig's.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Zig
was
walked the
doing
walk.
the delivery methodology. Tony has never come up with anything on his own. His first work was Zig Ziglar's, and then he's used other people to write his work. He's never been a creator himself.
No, he's a showman.
Yeah.
He's a good showman. He's really good at what he does. Very good at it. You just have to understand what he does. And it's not help you, it's to sell you.
Mm-hmm.
Zig Ziglar lived in a very nice house, but super modest house. Tony Robbins lives in a mansion. I mean,
And he has to show it to you.
oh yes, and he has to tell you. Now, like I say, he's not as bad as Grant Cardone, but pretty darn close.
Yeah, but I think all that comes from they came from nothing and they're still trying to prove to themselves and the world how successful they are. And they're trying to tell that story to themselves. So it's important for them to get that story out there.
I guess.
Like most people who've made it and they don't have that underlying story of I have to prove it to the world, they never brag.
Yeah.
I came from absolutely nothing. I come from a remote village in Transylvania, and I don't brag to the world that for it, not that it means by any means that I've made it, but I'm not, out there telling my story of, yeah, I traveled all the way to this other part of the world to
Laura?
make it, but
Laura?
it's just like not in my DNA.
Is it true that you came from a small town in Transylvania? Is it true that you only shoot at night?
Apparently so. That's the
With garlic.
Yeah, that's why I need the studio.
She takes every moonlit night off.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's
She stays
one of the
awake.
first questions that my husband asked me when we met. Is like, do you sleep in a coffin? I'm like, what is your brownie points going down the river?
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
so everybody does the same joke. I'm like, y'all do know
that's
that
crazy.
Yeah,
this is fiction
I
by
didn't.
Bram Stoker.
I had absolutely no thought that I was original there. But the last thing I wanted to leave with you is something that I've been talking about all day today, and that is I would love for you guys to watch a couple of episodes of oh my brain
Is
Gordon
it what you were talking
Ramsay.
about last night?
The
Yeah,
Gordon
Oh,
Ramsay
okay.
show.
Gordon Ramsay. It's called Hell on Wheels. It's the latest show that he's got thing. And what he does is he goes into these restaurants, and it's a fabulous psychological thing. They'll here's the top chef. Well, I would say arguably the top known chef in the world. I mean, if you walk through the room, you'd all know who he was, right? So,
Mm.
and he'll come in, they'll to a business that's dying, and he'll offer suggestions. And the first thing they say is, "No, we don't want to do that." Like, no, my food's good. Well, if your food's good, see, he wouldn't be here trying to help you. you know, but what I
Yeah.
want you to look at is how that attention to detail, the attention to everything being deliberately made well, just from the food to the rooms, to the colors that they're using in the restaurants, to the how clean the kitchens are. Everything is deliberate. It's the same thing with photography. And sometimes if you see it in food, you think, oh yeah, you translate it back to your work. Nothing leaves the kitchen unless it's perfect. And everybody can make a hamburger. We can all make a hamburger, but I'll bet you one of Chef Ramsay's hamburgers would taste better than ours because he takes it that 5% more. And that's where we want to live. We want to live at 85 to 90. 90 to 100 is really hard. If we can manage to stay 85 to 90, we would be doing so well because I swear most people do 40. They
Do
do
you
it.
know offhand what it's streaming on? I'm trying
It's
to
on
find.
YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. That's why
Yeah.
I can't find it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on
YouTube.
right now on Fox.
Is it on? Yeah.
grandma's watching
There's
it.
commercials on Fox. I want to watch on YouTube. No commercials.
Yeah, well, there you go. But it's on right now.
Oh,
They're
sorry.
distribution.
I can't turn Fox on. It doesn't work on my television.
I can't get it.
Not Fox
I don't
News,
have it.
Fox. So
All right, kids.
I do have a question. Becky,
Yeah.
did you get any flooding there?
I'm sorry?
Did you get any flooding there?
Oh, no. Well, a little bit on the other side of town, but I mean, just street flooding. But no, we're about 2 hours from Walnut.
That's what I figured. I just
yeah.
want to make, yeah, you're too far north, right?
Yeah, we're
North and
north,
east.
north and east. Yeah, but one of my friends was actually his daughter was down there, and she barely got out.
Yeah. My neighbor right behind me just moved to Kerrville,
Oh yeah,
Oh, no.
but I don't think they're close to the river. So
yeah. It's
It's
unbelievable.
so sad.
Oh,
Yeah, my
I
friends.
it got to me really bad Sunday. I had to
Yeah,
just go and sit and read. I couldn't, I can't even imagine. I
no.
can't even imagine.
My friend's daughter, they said they pounded on her door. She got in her car and they started trying to leave, and all the cars were bottlenecked trying to get out, and the water started coming up, so she had to get out of her car. She said she was walking water up to her chest and was getting swept away, and then somebody up in a upstairs, like a second story, was throwing sheets down and pulling people up to the building. That's how she got out.
Oh my
Otherwise, she may
God.
not have made it.
Yeah,
That is insane.
yeah, there's a video of it and the showing how fast it rose and you know, it was inescapable. You probably couldn't have beat
Yeah,
it in a car if you were on a dirt road. It rose
yeah.
so fast.
And that's what she goes. They were in their car, and she's like, "We got to get out of the car because if we stay in the car, we're gonna die." And so they got out and started walking, and the water was up to their chest, and it was just sleeping away.
Yeah.
So
And
sad.
like I said, if it wasn't for those people with the bed sheets, she might not have made it.
Just
That is
just terrible.
wild.
Now they're getting more, they're getting flooding in North Carolina, I guess.
Yes,
Oh, I saw New
New
Mexico.
It's
Mexico.
from the tropical storm,
And
yeah.
New Mexico is
So
just getting
too.
hammered. Meanwhile,
Crazy.
in Arizona, it was 117 and humidity was 18%.
Right.
So we call it the air fryer.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they've got we've got parks closed around us and all kinds of stuff. We were out Sunday in another part of North Carolina and we came home and we had to wind our way through different roads because there were roads closed from
Yeah.
getting to where we live.
Yeah. New Mexico is getting slammed in those storms.
And yeah,
Those
Riodo's
storms in
down
New
there.
Mexico is getting should be revolving around into Arizona because
Mhm.
it's that counterclockwise that comes off the Gulf
Mhm.
that brings our storms. But for some reason, the high, this is like 5 years in a row, this high parks right over northern Mexico and Southern California and us, and it just pushes everything north. So it'll be, raining like hell in Flagstaff, and we'll have no clouds at all here.
Yeah.
And we're desperate for water. I mean, really desperate for water. I just think if we can put a man on the moon and we can do all the great technological things, we can't figure out how to save some of this water.
Well, aquifer or something. Yeah.
Come on.
Well, we can, but so
You
many people like
you
modern.
can. It's just like in some states, it
Yeah,
seems
like
to be illegal to even save rainwater, like for your garden. What
That's
in the hell? Like
Yeah.
that
that's
to
Some
me,
people.
it's absolutely insane.
that's
Yeah.
because
Why? And then it goes into the drain system and in the river. Like why?
because
Just water you crap with it.
where those laws are in fact that affect that water should end up in the aquifer. And so if when they say you can't collect rainwater, you have outlandish town council people and small town cops arresting people with a barrel. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about wholesale corporation,
agriculture.
scooping up the water before it gets into the ground. Here in Arizona, have you ever seen those water things that go around the big round circle things that do,
Mhm.
and they water
Yeah.
Yeah.
10,000 gallons an hour. 10,000. They are sucking up all the water. All around Sierra Vista, there are cracks in the earth. Some of them is 400 feet deep. The earth is just cracked. The
Really.
water's been pulled out. Stephanie, the photographer that our Stephanie from Tucson, they had to redig her well. They had to sink the well another 45 feet, and they were already down like 80 feet. But Americans are addicted to pistachios and avocados. And
Yeah.
pistachios and avocados suck up more water than 10 orchards their size of apples or oranges or anything like that. They are water hogs. And where do they
Wasn't
plant
it
them?
up un-
The middle of the desert.
yeah. Wasn't it up until like 1 or 2 years ago that there was something in the middle of, literally in the middle of Utah, somewhere rather, that was bought or leased, like farming land to grow crops to send to United Arab Emirates for their dairy cows. Like those people had leased the land in the whatever the aquifer was underneath. I think it may have been Utah. And they were growing the crap out of this alfalfa stuff, which was nothing of it was staying in USA. Everything was exported to grow their dairy cows. I mean, okay, I'm all up for some nations helping other nations, but when you're talking about Utah, Arizona, these kind of states, and you're taking the water to grow alfalfa crops for
For somebody
cattle
else. Yeah.
outside of your country,
Yeah,
that's just insane.
I
And it
have
was
a
like all
problem
the
with that.
political bullshit that everybody was pointing at somebody else, that this person did this and this person approved this. And then finally, whoever, it was like the governor or somebody rather said, okay, well, they may have done it, but it stops with me. So she put a stop to that. So, I mean, to me, that's just ludicrous. Like to just sell the rights to the land or whatever they did, they lease or whatever they did,
Well,
for what? For
every
some sort of bribes that they may have received many
every
moons
country in the
ago.
world,
Fucked up.
every country in the world lets Americans buy their property. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's no other country
Yeah.
in the world
Exactly.
lets Americans buy their
Exactly.
property. We sell our
Yeah.
property to
The highest bidder,
like
basically.
we've got like 500,000 acres here in Arizona of farming acres owned by the Chinese Communist Party.
I saw what Lynn had
Like,
put
why
on
is that
her.
even a thing?
How does that make sense?
Why would even a foreigner have the right to even lease anything in here? Like we're making such a big deal about immigrants coming into work, but why, as the Chinese Communist Party, would have the right to even lease that land, much less own it?
You have to
Like, how? Like,
you have to
how?
wonder why, because I don't think that anything that we see as on the surface is actually what's going on. So
Definitely not.
I would never, I don't think we should sell our land. Lease it, loan it, rent it, that's fine. Selling it is a problem. How does that even work anyway? What if we decided to kick them out? I don't even know how it works.
Go to China and get it.
Exactly.
Well, China's done that several times to people. They just kick them out. South America is famous for that. They sell you the land, and then once you've built the ranch on it, then they kick you out. You gotta go. It's crazy. So give old Gordon a shot. Now, if you're offended by the F word, don't give Gordon a shot. Don't go anywhere near Ramsey, because if you thought he was bad 6 years ago, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What's the F word? Flavor?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not
Food.
that F word.
Friendship.
Food.
Yeah,
Fire trucks.
yeah,
Firework.
fireflies. No, really good stuff. All right, folks. Everybody have a great one. Fantastic. I look forward to it, and I'll see some of you on Saturday.
Anything about next week? Beer?
Nope, just go right off the assignment. It's just basically a perfect head of beer or soda pop. Yeah,
Okay.
pour it slow.
Any tips on how to make it look perfect?
It's all on the page. Yep,
Okay.
all on the
Sweet.
page. Pour it
Hey,
slowly.
you mentioned Sierra Vista. How far do you live from Sierra Vista?
2.5 hours.
Okay. I used to
I'm
live in
in
Fort.
Phoenix. So.
Okay. Okay. I used to live in Fort Huachuca, so I was like, Sierra
Oh
Vista.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, before we decided to come here, we were going to go down to that little place just south of Sierra Vista in the mountains.
Bisbee?
No, it's a bedroom community basically of Sierra
Oh,
Vista.
okay. Oh, okay.
My wife really likes Sierra Vista.
That's nice.
It is. The only thing I miss is there's no downtown. There's no
No,
town.
it's
It's just spread. It just because
we left there.
it started as a hotel place for the guys at Fort Huachuca.
Yeah, we left there in '76, and my son was actually stationed there, and Sierra Vista hasn't changed a bit.
No, it's gotten a little bit East Sierra Vista's got some new stores and they got a mall now.
But it still looks so small.
It is. It is small. It is.
Don and I signed up already for
Oh,
that.
thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I signed up yesterday, so
Hey,
I
Del,
signed up too.
I just found out that my roommate does a lot of tours to national parks. I know you like to visit them too. Did you know if you're over 62, you can actually get a lifetime
I,
pass to
my
national
wife and I
parks?
have one.
Perfect. I just wanted to make sure you
Yep.
knew that.
Yep, that's one of the best perks of getting old. That lifetime pass. Now it doesn't work
Those
for
suckers
national.
are like $90 a year.
Right.
So
But when you're
that's
over 62, it's like 80 or $90 and you just don't have to pay it
It's
again.
one time.
yeah.
It's one time, but they don't record your name. It's a physical card. If you lose the card, you have to buy a new
You're
one.
screwed. Pretty
oh,
much.
okay.
So it's not like you can go in and say, I lost my card, and they'll give you another one. So just before it went up to $90, do you know what it was before it went to $90?
It was like 50.
$20.
It was $20.
Oh,
$20.
jeez.
So my wife and I went down and we bought two each. So in case we lose one, we got an extra one. We still paid less than half than buying the new one, which went into effect like the day after we went down. We went down to the uh, Casa Grande and bought them there. Went down, looked at the Casa Grande and bought them there. They don't do national monuments, and of course they don't do state parks, but any
Right.
national park, so Canyonlands, all those things, you just flash your card, baby.
You should pay attention to all the park stuff because there are some lots and lots of really good deals. We used to go cut our own Christmas tree down in Oregon for $5 for whatever size we wanted.
Wow.
You know, we I love the national parks. I find myself being drawn to the places that are just outside of the park where people don't go.
Yeah, the things really close to the national parks are probably much more interesting and less crowded.
It's funny how people will simply follow that trail. And yet you can go 4 miles down the road to where it doesn't have like trail markings and there's nobody there. And yet
Yeah.
the trail will be just as spectacular. So I'm going Thursday, or that's tomorrow, going over Thursday to see if I can learn how to rappel.
Oh, good
Ooh.
for you.
So
I thought you were going making it to 90. So like
Repelling
doing,
is safe.
you know,
Repelling is safe. Jumping without ropes attached does not.
when you're in the slot canyons in Utah, and you know, everybody's familiar with Upper Antelope Canyon, right? Everybody's seen the pictures. That's just one canyon.
I've even been
There's
inside
over
it.
1,000 of them between the Grand Canyon, over into northeastern Nevada, and into western Colorado, and up just a little bit into Wyoming. There's over 1,000 slot canyons, and some of these things are so incredible that it makes my mind bleed. I want to walk through 450-foot walls, right? And you have to go sideways with your pack to your side, like inching, because the entire canyon is, 26 inches wide. Just so cool, but you got to be able to rappel. Now I can rappel, but I don't know if I could go up. And so most of the canyons, slot canyons, are built in rock. Slot canyons are like, this is what's interesting. They're different than other canyons in that they are flat, then a big rock mountain, and then it's flat. The Slot Canyon goes through the Big Rock Mountain. The problem is when the Big Rock Mountain's there and then it's flat up here and it comes in, it comes like this and it drops. It comes in and it drops. It comes in and it go over the boulders and it drops. You got to drop down, but once you get down here, you can walk around the rock and walk back up to your car. So it's all rappelling down, not climbing up.
Oh, okay.
All right, kids, let you go. Have a great rest of your week.
Have a good one. Thank you.
And I will see you next
Bye,
time. Take
everyone.
care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.